And here is your video review for your quiz in AP US History. Regular US History. Regular US History. And the quiz will be next Tuesday. Things you need to know. You need to know who the Knights of Labor were. You need to know what a progressive is. It's someone who pushes for political or social change through government action. You need to know what Prohibition was. You need to know who Carrie Nation was, that lady with the hatchet. You need to know what the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 21st Amendments do. Just all of those. Alright, those are all in your notes. You need to know who the president before Roosevelt was. You need to know what a trust is and why President Roosevelt was called a trust buster. You need to know that President Roosevelt founded the U.S. Forest Service. You know what the Monroe Doctrine was and what the Roosevelt corollary to the Monroe Doctrine was. You need to know about the Big Stick policy. You need to know what it meant that Roosevelt said he had a bully pulpit. You need to know what a square deal was. You need to know who Roosevelt's Secretary of War was. That'd be Taft. You need to know what their suffrage is. When they say women wanted their suffrage, you need to know that. You need to know about the Battle of Manila Bay and San Juan Hill and how badly we won those battles and how easy they were and why it was called a splendid little war. You know what they called black soldiers during this war, the Spanish-American War. You need to know about the Delome letter, who Emilio Aguinaldo is. You need to know what kinds of jobs women would get in the early 1900s. You need to know what is the reasons that people were in favor of Prohibition, women especially were in favor of Prohibition. You need to know what walk softly and carry a big stick means. You need to know what the FTC was and why it was created. FTC, that was made to be a watchdog. You need to know what were the causes of the Spanish-American War, especially yellow journalism, sinking of the Maine, all those things. Know what yellow journalism is. You know why Woodrow Wilson is considered not to be a very good civil rights leader. You need to know what caused the Maine to sink. You need to know San Juan Hill, what happened there. You need to know about the Treaty of Paris that ended the Spanish-American War. You need to know why the Spanish-American War was called the Splendid Little War, and that was because very few Americans died. You need to know some mistakes that we made going into the war, why so many Americans died of things that weren't battle. You know the Bull Moose Party, what that was. You know what a tariff is. That's a tax on imported goods. And Monday, we're going to go over all these inventions. You need to know who invented the telephone, who made the first practical model of the car, what invention used the QWERTY keyboard, what was invented by the Wright brothers, and what was the first form of mass transit in the United States, and why were subways invented. And if you know those things, you will be doing fine in your quiz Tuesday on U.S. history.